Can we talk about how bad the weather is? What is this? It is time to get some food in my stomach. But also, I am preparing some lunch for my girlfriend. She's had a bit of a tough morning. You know, she hasn't been sleeping well. She's been a little bit sad the past couple of days. And she just went to school. She had to rush and she didn't get to make any food, and it made her very sad. So I'm just going to prepare some lunch as well as my own food to make sure that, because she's going to come home and grab it on the way to work. So let's prepare some food, and then let's talk about how this day is going to turn out, because I have a long day ahead of me. A good but long day ahead of me. Okay, I am done preparing food. So this is what I'm gonna eat before the gym. It's just what you always see on my videos. Spaghetti with some, in this case, I buy the cheapest meat. I always, when I go to the supermarket, I walk in and I always want to get chicken, but chicken is super expensive here in Denmark. So I walk in and I just see I look for the cheapest meat, and it was pig. The reason why I always go for chicken is that chicken has a very high amount of protein and low amount of calories. So I can eat more, but essentially I can eat more. But what's good about the pig meat or the cow meat is that it has more fats in as well, which is also good because that's something I tend to personally forget about, is fats, because I'm always thinking I want to eat more food. I want to be able to eat as much food as I can, and fats has higher calories per gram than protein and carbs. So I always tend to prioritize protein, carbs, vegetables above fats, which is essentially, it's not a bad thing if you get enough fats. But if you get too low, which I'm not getting too low fats, but I want to prioritize more healthy fats, because it will be good long-term energy to prioritize fats, and it's very good for the hormone balance. So I should prioritize it more. But I prepared some food for my girlfriend. All she wanted was cream cheese and a bagel, so that's what she's gonna get. And then I prepared a little snack for when I'm heading to the gym. I always get hungry. No matter how big of a meal I eat before the gym, I always get super hungry about 30%, 40% into my session, no matter what. And then I prepared an espresso shot. One thing I wanted to say is, if you watch my other videos, I drink a lot of coffee, and the thing is, I don't drink there's no caffeine in it. I drink caffeine-free coffee. I have beans that has no coffee. My beans has no caffeine in it. So I drink maybe 2 to 4 of these a day, and there's no caffeine in it. I don't drink caffeine. Well, sometimes I do. I can drink a Monster, I can drink an energy drink or a cup of coffee if I'm out or if I'm with some friends, but normally I don't really drink caffeine. I don't need it. I really don't need it. So, and I like to control my caffeine in a way where I can be, well, now I need the extra energy. If I'm always drinking caffeine, I'm not really drinking the caffeine in order to get energy, because my body will be so resistant to it. That's something I definitely want you to think about, is if you drink caffeine all day, well, let's say you drink between 150 and 300 milligrams. You consume that on a daily basis. Then you're not gonna really use the caffeine for energy. It's more just because you're used to it. So that's what I did. I cut it out and realized that I have more energy without the caffeine, and I still get what I need from this. And every once in a while, I need a Monster, because I love Monster. I love energy drinks, I love them, but I just only drink maybe once a month or something. And you can drink more. I'm not saying don't drink them. You can drink them if you want. Just take care of your health. But all I wanted to say is that I don't drink a lot of caffeine. But other than that, let's get this done, and I'll see you at the gym. Oh, I'm excited to get a good pump today. Woohoo! It's gonna be epic. It is gym time, and as you can see, I'm sitting on the Smith machine getting ready to do some pressing, and I'm super excited. I love to get a chest pump. It is probably one of the most beautiful things in the gym you can experience, is a nasty pump in the chest and biceps. That's pretty cool too. And then a friend of mine, he gave me an energy drink, which is amazing for today because, as I talked about, I barely ever drink it, but every once in a while I will happily drink it. And as you can see, this stuff is epic. Honestly, I like Noko. I don't really buy Noko, but I like it whenever I'm drinking it. I think that it tastes good and I love the size, you know. I like when the energy drinks aren't too big. I think the 500 milliliters is a bit too much for me. And I'm probably the only one in the whole world saying that. But for me, this size, 330 milliliters, 355 milliliters is a very good amount. So let's drink this. Let's hit a nasty session. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's meet when I'm gonna eat some food. I'm probably gonna do that about halfway through.
I know you with it, I got it, so come and get it. Call me on my cell if you ready, I'm trying to hit it. I'm only kidding, no really, I'm only joshing. Said you got a man, but you pursuing your options. Said you got a dude, but willing to get it popping. Said you in the mood for a cruise and that ain't stopping you. So let me know what you be trying to do. A pretty smiling that behind on you. Got me feeling like I'm looking at a goddess when she be on the highway.
Well, thank you so much, camera. If you can see this footage I just recorded, you can't see me. What are you doing? I was talking about my bread and my jam, and it tastes amazing, and that I'm halfway done with my session, and what are you doing? Okay, so let me rephrase. Let me talk about it again. I am about halfway done with my session. I do full body as I talked about earlier, and I always prioritize my upper body because my legs are my strong point. My legs are my strong point, so they grow insanely from nothing, and that's such a luxury problem, but my upper body is not the same. So they're gonna get all the love. We always know that the exercise we put in the beginning are gonna be able to get the most energy, because if you look at a battery, I come in with 100%. The closer I am to 100%, the more energy I can use, right? So when I get to this part of my session, I'm about halfway done. And my battery has gotten lower and lower. So that's why I'm prioritizing my upper body, and my legs are gonna be after doing dips. And then I was talking about this bread, which is amazing, and how life is simple, because I've been excited for this bread. It's just 2 pieces of bread and some jam, and I've been looking forward for, like, since I made it, I've been looking forward to eat this. Such a simple thing, but it's making my day 10 times better. It's insane. And it's crazy. It's crazy how these small things makes a big difference. Even the fact that my friend gave me one of these energy drinks, and I'm just, what an amazing day. So honestly, this can only get better. Let's eat this, and then let's get done with the rest of the session so I can get ready for work. Well, another type of work.
Since you on the highway, yo, you got me feeling like it's Friday, though. It feels like Friday. Shorty, won't you go and swing it my way? Hit me on my phone when you on the highway. We can do it yours or do it my way. Alright, yeah.
I'm on the highway like Speedy Gonzalez. I'm trying to get to you, I'm not worried about the mileage, yeah. I'm trying to stay alive on 85, and I got to drive, swerve through this traffic just to get to you. But what it really do?
And now I am done working out, walking outside. You can see the weather is still slightly clouded. And you can see I'm walking near the beautiful boats. I love walking in this area because I can just look at the beautiful boats, but today is a little bit clouded. I ended up finishing my session earlier than I expected. So instead of biking to work, I'm just gonna walk there. And luckily, you know, sometimes I don't believe in faith, but at the same time, I'm like, I forgot to bring food with me to work. So I have to go into the store and buy some, just at the supermarket. And then it kind of fits perfectly, because then I can show you what I do when I don't have any food. I mean, I have a protein shake, so my protein is covered. So then I can just go into the supermarket and I can kind of show what I would do in a situation like this when I have my protein. It would be different if I didn't have my protein, but since I have my protein, it's going to be slightly easier. So let's walk for a little bit. I'm gonna put some podcasts in my ears, and then it's time to head to work. The session was absolutely amazing. So this day honestly can't get better. It could get better if the weather got better. But other than that, 10 out of 10. Let's head to work. And now I'm at the store. I have been here for a couple of hours because it got really busy as soon as I went into the store. But I bought some stuff. And I bought some stuff in the supermarket, and what I ended up buying was 2 bananas. I already ate one because I was starving when I came. I bought some bananas just because some fruit is always good. It's easy to eat when I have to do with clients. You know, I can just take a bite and then I can move on. And that's also the reason why I bought some of these pieces of bread, because I can just quickly eat it. There's some good fiber in it as well, and just gonna make me feel more full. Bananas are not gonna make me feel full, at least not for me. But some other types of carbs. So this is what I bought, and the reason for this is it's easy. It costs barely anything. It cost me 15 Danish crowns, which is going to be approximately $3, something like that. I'll write it somewhere. So it was quick and easy, and I have here about 60 grams of protein. So it's going to be a pretty decent meal. And for some people would say this is not going to be a good meal, and I'm sitting here, why not? It's gonna give me some energy, it's gonna make me feel full so I can do my work. Let's say I didn't have my protein, then I would have bought maybe a protein shake, or I would have bought some sort of, in Denmark we have this skyr, which is kind of like yogurt that you can just drink, which is pretty cool. So I would have bought that, and it would have been an epic meal, right? Sometimes it's about how are we gonna survive this situation the best, not necessarily gains. My body is not gonna care, my muscles are not gonna care that I'm gonna get a banana and bread and a protein shake, all right? It's not gonna care. All it's gonna care about is it's gonna need energy to perform tasks. It's gonna need energy to heal my body after my session. Does that make sense? That's what we wanna focus on. So now I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna finish my shift. I'm gonna drink this shake. So let's get to it. Let's get back into work mode. And I can't wait to see you later. I am finally back after what has been an amazing day, long day. It is getting dark outside. It ended up getting a little bit busy as I finished my my shift. A lot of people came in wanting to buy some clothes, and I just got super tired and I hadn't eaten enough. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head in, I'm gonna create a big ass meal. I'm gonna enjoy that meal. I'm gonna do a little bit of editing this video, and then I'm gonna call it a night. It is about 8 o'clock now, so it did take me quite a long time to finish my shift. I was done around 6, then I have to clean everything and get home and get ready. Oh, what an amazing day it's been, and I hope you enjoyed this type of video. It's a kind of more of a vlog. I didn't really talk about any specific topic like I normally do, but I also kind of like this because it kind of shows how life is in real life, if that makes sense. Reaching a goal in real life can sometimes be messy and difficult, but it's all about balance, finding quick solutions, figuring out what may work for you. So now my biggest problem is that I barely eat anything, so I'm gonna have to eat quite a lot before I go to bed, which in some cases is pretty epic, because then I get to eat a lot of food now. But I would rather have wanted to eat more during the day so I would have more energy. But you know what, it is what it is. So now I'm gonna make a ton of food and I'm gonna eat like a king, and then I'm gonna head to bed. And I just hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.